Good morning, Nelson County Cardinals. This is Miss Drury with a very important message. In light of recent events, most notably at Marshall County High School and Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School, I have received several questions from parents and even students regarding school safety. I wanted to take just a few minutes of your time to share with you how we are continuing to provide a safe space for all students and staff. Please pay attention and listen closely to this very important message. If at any time during this presentation you feel uncomfortable, anxious, or unable to finish watching the video, please go to Ms. Vidito's office for support. Ms. Vidito's office is located in the nest across from the main office. Furthermore, if you have questions regarding this video or about your safety at Nelson County High School, please reach out to Ms. Coleman, Mr. Simpson, Ms. Downey, Ms. Gosser, Ms. Phelps, myself, or any of your teachers or other staff in this building. One of the biggest pieces of advice that I can share with you is to always remain vigilant. If you hear a threat or witness a threat on social media or anywhere else, report your concerns immediately. You will absolutely remain anonymous. Please do not wait until the end of the school day or even later than that to notify us if you hear or see something. It is very important that you let us know regardless of whether you think that the threat is real or not. It is our job and the job of local law enforcement to investigate and determine the validity of the threat. It is your job as students to report any concerns to the office or an adult immediately. The district is currently working to implement a tip line that will be established for students, parents, faculty, staff, and community to call to report threats. Although this tip line is not up and running quite yet, it will be very soon, and as soon as I have that information, I will be sharing it with you. We absolutely want you to share any and all concerns with us. However, I also caution you not to feed into rumors. Just because that Johnny heard, that Susie heard, that Wilbur heard, that Lucy heard, that Sam said something about the school, doesn't mean that it's true. Should you report it if you heard something and are concerned? Absolutely, you should. Should you spread it to everyone in the school because you think it might be true? Absolutely not. That would only spread rumors and potentially cause unwarranted panic. Report your concerns, but do not spread rumors. The Kentucky Center for School Safety recommends, and I highly encourage you, if you see and or hear something, then say something and do something. It is absolutely crucial that everyone understands the seriousness of writing about or talking about a threat. Every single written or spoken threat will be investigated by administration and law enforcement. Any threat will result in disciplinary action at school as well as with law enforcement. The police have assured me that judges are taking this very seriously, and you can face jail time regardless of whether you are a minor for making threats. Don't do it. And if you see or hear someone making threats, notify an adult immediately. Each month we practice safety drills. In fact, it is state law that we conduct a fire drill every month and that we conduct lockdown, earthquake, bomb threat, and tornado drills in August and January. During those drills, you hear us stress the importance of listening and following directions. That is to ensure your safety and ensure that every student is accounted for. Although we have not practiced drills for our common areas, the Kentucky Center for School Safety provides the following recommendations. Again, if you are in your classroom during the point of a lockdown, you will follow those procedures as we have practiced and will continue to practice. However, at other times, such as before school, during passing time, at lunch, assemblies, or after school dismissal, the Kentucky Center for School Safety recommends that if you can get into a safe room, do so as quickly as possible. The teachers will sweep the hall as they do in a normal drill, and if you can safely get into a room, get into a safe room. However, if it makes sense to run, then run. There are lots of different scenarios that you may have questions about. If this happens, then what do I do? What do I do in this situation? The Kentucky Center for School Safety recommends if you can get into a safe room, get into that safe room. If it makes sense to run, then run. We practice the drills monthly and in August and January to ensure that you are prepared in case of an emergency, your teachers are prepared, and that your administrators are prepared. There are other ways that you can also help ensure the safety of Nelson County High School students and staff. During safety drills, always make sure that you listen, pay attention, take the drill seriously, and listen to the adult for instructions. At all times, make sure all doors and external windows stay closed and locked at all times. For example, if you leave the room to go to the restroom or the office, make sure that the door is closed behind you. When you come back into the room, make sure that that door is shut and closed behind you and locked. Do not, for any reason, open any door for anyone once it is secured. That includes our outside doors and also your classroom doors. In the case of an emergency, never attempt to engage the perpetrator. Allow the professionals to handle the perpetrator. If you were to witness a situation that would warrant a lockdown for the safety of students and staff, yell lockdown. Dial 2600 from any phone in the school to alert the main office that we need to be on lockdown. However, I must warn you that this is very, very serious, and I want you to know that if you yell a threat, including lockdown, in the case of a non-emergency, it will be treated as the real thing. Law enforcement will be contacted immediately, and consequences will be given. Students, we want you to know that your safety is absolutely our number one priority above everything else. We invest in our relationships with you because we genuinely care about each and every one of you. We work very closely with first responders to ensure that we are all on the same page. In fact, you may see police officers in the building frequently. It doesn't mean that anything is wrong. However, we are continuing to foster those relationships with those officers. Next week, in fact, we're even hosting our first responders breakfast as we honor all of our first responders for their service to our schools and our community. We're thankful for the partnership that they provide to keep our schools safe. We want to create daily opportunities to connect with every student in our building. We work diligently to be present in the hallways throughout the building. You will see adults at restrooms, classroom doors, hallways, bus drop-off, pickup, cafeteria, gyms, media center, office, student parking lot, everywhere you go. And again, that is for your safety. We complete safety drills so that you may be prepared and that we are prepared in case of a real emergency. It is my expectation that all students will take these drills seriously. We want students and parents to know that they should feel comfortable coming to any adult in our building with any concern that you may have. And we continue to reiterate the statement from Kentucky Center for Safe Schools. If you see something, say something, and then do something. Cardinals, I am so proud of the ways that you care for one another and take care of one another. I am so proud to be the leader of Nelson County High School, where the staff and the students care for one another and work together to ensure the safety of all students and staff. Cardinals, together we are family, and together we will continue to do great things. Thank you for your time and attention this morning. Make it a great day, Cardinals.